The world is a wonderful place, and at my last count, there were about 7 billion other people on this flat disk hurtling through space. But I'm sorry if I'm the first person to tell you this, but there are some bad people out there. For every good person our society creates, there's also someone who doesn't care as much as you do, or is more focused on their own skin or even their pockets. I mean, just watch the news. Granted, most of it is fake news and just encourages disposable consumerism and desensitises us to violence, but, whoa, which went off on a tangent there. We're actually going to be looking at how to spot and deal with bad dive operators. Most of this should be caught up in your preliminary research. I'd like to think that most of you can spot a dodgy website and, cross it off your list. Hopefully that's why you've stuck around on our website so far. That is, unless, Sean's editing is putting you off, because I really know it won't be my sense of humour or calming voice.
I hate you, Mark.
Okay, so let's get down to it, and here is how to deal with bad dive operators. Avoid them altogether. The best way to deal with a dodgy dive centre is to never deal with them in the first place. Do your research first, and if they have a fancy website with lots of pictures, interaction, information, or more importantly, up-to-date information, then their crew are probably more passionate about what they're doing. Old, boring websites or no websites whatsoever aren't an immediate no, because the best dive instructors probably aren't the best at building websites too. But have a good look around their social and internet presence. If you find something you don't like the look of, then keep shopping around. You don't have to go to the closest dive centre to your hotel, because let's face it, if you have a rubbish time, then you're less likely to go diving again, and we want you to go scuba diving. Be organised. Ask about everything beforehand, and just plain ask about any hidden costs. If you ask up front, then they can't turn around later and demand more money because, you have to buy a logbook for this course, or maybe some, choppy weather surcharge. If you can, get everything down in writing so that you can show it to them that you've asked about any hidden charges and they said no. If they skirt the issue and don't answer the question, then just ask again. Be polite, because it might be some new DM or someone who doesn't actually know about everything, but give yourself plenty of time beforehand and ask all the questions you can. Be polite. We're all human. We all deserve a certain amount of respect, so don't fly off the rails and launch an attack on the poor dive guide because your rental suit doesn't fit properly.
Or the poor video editor.
And keep to the facts when writing reviews afterwards. There are two sides to every story, so don't slate a dive company online because you didn't see a turtle on your dive holiday. Be fair and polite and you'll come across as the bigger diver. If somebody walks up to me and is honest and calm, then I am far more likely to help them out of a problem. If they start shouting and screaming, or more importantly lie, then I'm really not going to want to help them as much as I could. If you've had a rubbish time, then let them know so that they can apologise and improve. If you shout, then they'll get defensive and then nothing will change. If you don't say anything at all, then they're never going to know, so they're not going to change neither. Only dive if you're happy. Nobody can pressure you into doing anything. If you are not happy about the gear or the conditions or whatever, then you don't have to go. If they haven't done anything wrong, then, don't expect a refund. But if they've taken you out on a boat or handed out gear, then they've incurred costs, whether you've gotten wet or not. Just be sure to check all your gear early and that it's all in proper use. If you see a bit of kit like your BCD looks a bit tired, then let them know, and if they can source another one, then that'll be great. Old dive centres with new kit tend to be the best. If they've been around for a long time, then they know what they're doing and they haven't screwed up too bad. If they're filled with newish kit, then they have a productive business. But if it looks like a brand new dive business and all the gear looks a little bit ropey, then maybe it's best move along. Get social. When all else fails, do a solid and let everybody else know. Our modern connected world is great for letting others know about your experiences. Anybody can write whatever they want on their own website to fool people into diving with them. But if there are enough poor reviews on social media and there's a common theme, then everybody else can know to steer clear. There are so many channels to go around to and sow your seeds, but remember that some channels can be censored by the owner. So try and go with your Trustpilots and your Twitters where they can reply to your tweet, but they can't delete it. So how do you deal with poor dive operators? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.